Okay guys, I just pulled over to mount the video camera. Okay, so hopefully it stays there. Stays here. I apologise if that looks a little bit lopsided, but yeah, it's the best I can do at the moment. Alright, I wanted to stop and put the camera on now and mount it because this is this metal frame here. I don't know if that was significant, like that's the outer barrier to this nuclear site or something. I got no idea, but typically it would mean something like that, you know, and just the way these old Eastern Bloc countries are, you know, if those big gateways into a city or restricted area, or, plus it's sort of getting toward the plant now, so this is the interesting, I suppose, interesting area. Well, for me it's starting to get interesting anyway, so I want to record from here. So we're exactly 8 kilometers from the nuclear plant. A sign there saying Visaginas to the left and Ignalinos, the site, straight ahead. So when I come back, I'm going to come back and I'll come back and turn left down this road here and go to Visaginas to have a look. There's only a couple of kilometers down that road by the sign. So you see those big pipes that we just went under, and you can see them, I don't know if, yeah, you probably see them over to the right on the camera. But those big pipes, obviously again in this part of the world, and very, very familiar. You know, they carry hot water. So I imagine those pipes are probably going straight from the nuclear plant and power generation site, obviously, and carrying hot water to the township of Visaginas. So there's some more pipes.
In 600 meters, turn right.
So yeah, I just find all this really interesting because, like I said, you know, I mean, nuclear power and things like that, I suppose it's, I don't know if it's intriguing for everybody, but it's certainly intriguing for me. And I just think being able to get up close to a working power plant is pretty damn awesome. All right, so I've got to go right here. About 5k. I think this is the right direction. I just looked at the front of the plant and the road that leads right up to the admin area, and just dropped my marker there on Google Maps and set directions to there. So I think I'm going the right way. I mean, there was a road going straight ahead back there. I don't know where that one went to, but I'll just be curious to see now how many other people you see on this road, because this is like 4 kilometers away from, you know, what was an active nuclear plant. There's the first sign I've seen. So I don't know. I'm assuming this is not a restricted area, but that sign back there had things that looked like it said restricted. So I don't know. I'll just drive. If if somebody says something or I get pulled up, I just plead ignorance, and which is true. Like I said, I know that tours go through here. I've seen pictures on YouTube, I've seen pictures on Google of people, you know, going. There's a car park to the left, right out the front of the admin building, where the cooling towers for the plant are. But yeah, I'm assuming that when it was operating, that this road was, you know, you wouldn't get people coming down here unless you're actually working at the plant or meant to be down here, because you'd probably get pulled over and questions, or maybe not even allowed down this road. So I've got all the pipes off to the right still, which makes me think I'm heading in the right direction. There's a ton of power lines here now, so and on the left power pylons, so I'm assuming they're coming from the plant. I can actually see the towers from the reactor off to the left. The camera wouldn't have caught them, but I did notice them, and I think somewhere up here the road turns left. I've got to go left somewhere up here. So big pipes coming from the right across the road, obviously to the plant, carrying hot water, probably for the city of Visaginas. And there's some big stacks there. I don't know what they are, but Ignalinos atomic energy. And there was a car park back there. I probably saw it on the camera. I don't know if it was police, but it did have lights on the roof, and it looked, it's either private security or police, but they were parked there right on that intersection. So this is all the plant now. There's buildings off to my left, which have got really strong security fencing around them. So I don't know what they are, but they look newer.
In 600 meters, your destination will be on the right.
Wow, so here we go. Should get a good view of this. Wow, it's pretty imposing. So they're I'm assuming they're the cooling towers from the plant. There's the plant. Wow, it's right in front. So how cool is that? This was an active nuclear power plant, you know, and you can drive right up to it.
Your destination is on the right.
Like I said, I don't know how much further I can go, or whether I get in trouble for going up here. I'm not sure. Guys, I'm just going to give it a go. I made all the effort to come this way, so I want to come and have a look. It is decommissioned. I think they started decommissioning it in 2016 or something, but there's obviously people that still work here. I mean, there's cars parked here, so there's obviously still workers here, but yeah, I wanted to come and have a look. And like I said, I don't know how much closer I can get, or I'm allowed to get, or but this is pretty freaking damn cool. So to be able to get this close to a working nuclear reactor, or what was a working nuclear site, is pretty awesome. And I don't know what the go is at the moment. I know it's decommissioned, but I can't remember if they said they're actually going to start opening it up again, or, you know, trying to modernize it or something, or whether they're slowly still stripping it down. But how cool is that, guys? Just freaking awesome. That's just made my day, because I planned this trip. I honestly did not know how close I was going to be able to get. I don't know what the security ramifications are here. I don't know if I can walk up and film around there. I'm assuming I probably can. Obviously I can't go inside, but I'm assuming I could walk up and film around. But yeah, so and I believe there were some scenes from the HBO series shot here as well. I'm not quite sure, but I think some of the reactor design was meant to mimic that of Chernobyl, and the actual reactor itself. I mean, the stacks are totally different, but I believe the reactors were RBMK. I could be wrong, but I think they were the same reactors that were at Chernobyl. But anyway, guys, I'm going to close this off, jump out of the car and go for a little walk and have a look. I'm in that block there, you know, that typical old Soviet architecture style block. It's empty. You can see all the insides are empty. It's been stripped. Security fencing over there. So yeah, but that's pretty cool. Okay, I'll sign off here and jump out and just have a look around. Okay guys, continuing on my trip, I'm now at the Ignalina power plant, nuclear power plant. It's been in Lithuania. That was decommissioned, I think, back in 2009. There's still the odd people working here because there's cars parked here. So I'm assuming that, from what I understand, they're still decommissioning, but it's really eerie because it's empty. It's a nuclear site. You see the old bus shelter there. Obviously used to take buses from here into, maybe all the way into Vilnius, or certainly to Visaginas, which is the town which was designed to support the place. But yeah, it's all decommissioned. It's all decommissioned and empty now, and the admin block over here, you can see is all the windows are empty. You can see through there. It's been stripped. This is the main admin building, I'm assuming, and there's one of the cooling towers, or the stacks, I'm assuming, from one of the cooling towers. There's the other one. And so these were all, I think these were old RBMK reactors, the same as Chernobyl, and part of it, like I said, was filmed here for that very reason, because there were some identical design features into the reactors. But I'm not sure. Again, like, I'm not sure what's going on in there. I know there are tours you can take. You can actually take tours and go inside and see the reactor housing and that sort of thing. I don't know. I don't know if there's people. I'm assuming you can't just walk in those doors and there'd be security in there, but I don't want to go up and check. But geez, it's eerie, it's quiet. It's just deserted around here. Sort of symbolic of the whole trip to Lithuania, actually. Everything just seems really quiet and nobody around. No cars on the road, no people outside the front of their houses. It's just really, really strange. So far no one's come out and asked me any questions, because look, it's not a functioning nuclear plant anymore, but it's still a nuclear site, and I'm assuming that any material and things, fuel rods, spent fuel, all that sort of stuff is long since gone, I would assume. So yeah, interesting. I made a concerted effort to get here, and I'm glad I did, because like I said, it's not every day you get to stand this close to a nuclear site. You know, I'm surprised, even though it's decommissioned, that you're allowed to get within meters of it. I'm sure that wasn't always the case. Sure the public couldn't always. I'm sure that in the old days it was a closed area, that you were only allowed up here if you had business here. Just keeping an eye on these birds too, because they've been following me around. They're obviously not used to a lot of people coming around, and they have their nests maybe with their babies, and they were swooping, ready to swoop me, but because I kept staring at them, they laid off and they've disappeared. But this one's coming again, if you can see. He's having another look. He's not giving up, this one. He's obviously got probably nesting in that building with babies, so. But they're almost like plovers we get in Australia, and the plovers are really bad, you know. If they got babies, they'll swoop at you and peck you in the head. Alright, I'm going to sit down here for a sec and yeah, just try and make a phone call and just soak it in for a few minutes, thinking that I'm in Lithuania. Hello, little birdie. I'm in Lithuania, the site of former Soviet Union, part of the former Soviet Union. Just sitting meters away from decommissioned nuclear power plant. On a beautiful sunny day with no one around, and it's just really, really bizarre. Really, really bizarre feeling that nobody's... Hello. Psst, psst, psst. Oh, cute little bird. Hey. Hey, little birdie. I wish I had some food to give you, but I don't. I wish I did. Oh. So tame. I put my hand here and he's really nice, as opposed to that stupid bloody thing up above that just thinks it owns the whole place. Anyway, alright, I'm going to sit here, try and make a phone call, keep my little friend company for a little bit, and then head into Visaginas, sorry, and have a look at the city itself where the HBO series was filmed. It was meant to represent Pripyat, so I'll go and have a look in there because that's only a couple of kilometers back up the road. So guys, I can't get much closer than this. This is right up close of the Ignalina decommissioned power plant in Lithuania. So this is the main, I'm assuming this is the main admin building, so I can't get much closer than this. I'm literally feet away from it, and I don't know if they still have security in here. I'm assuming they do. There's a few cars here, so I think people are still working, but yeah, not sure. It's just really, really quiet. But yeah, I'm right out the front. I think I can see a computer terminal on inside, so I'm assuming there's people still going in and out of here. But yeah, pretty cool to be able to get this close to it and take some pictures. So it's just eerie, like I said, seeing that bus stop over there, seeing the bus stop that has no buses anymore, and just totally quiet. And I think, like I said, part of the HBO, a couple of the scenes when they're entering the building after the accident at Chernobyl, they go through that door. I think that was filmed here, or either out the front here. But from what I remember in the series, it had that awning, that cover there. So when the vehicle pulled up, the vehicle sort of came in from this way and went down there. And that's where they met, at the front, in the scene, I think. I could be wrong, but yeah, how cool is that? Right out the front of the site. I can see people in there actually. Alright guys, I'm pretty damn happy with this. I'm really glad I made the trip here, because look, it's not every day in your life you can say that you drove right up to a nuclear power plant and stood outside the main admin building, just literally 5 feet, 10 feet away from it. I did walk right up the front, as you saw, and got some footage. Wasn't sure whether someone was going to come out and tell me off, or I did see a couple of people inside. You could see them through the admin building, the front door. So again, like I said, there's probably a handful of cars here. There's about 10 cars here. I'm assuming it's people that are still working at the plant, you know, decommissioning the site and things like that. So yeah, I was just having another visitor there. They're driving around having a look. So it's pretty damn cool to be able to get up this close. I'm going to go to Visaginas now and have a look at the township. But I just want to take a couple of... I'm just going to take a little drive around some of these secondary roads here and see what else there is to see. You know, you're only here once. Safe decommissioning is co-financed by the European Union. Okay, that's what that sign says back there. So I know it's been decommissioned, like it doesn't generate power anymore. But in terms of pulling it to bits and you know, what's going on with the fuel and everything like that, I don't know. No, there's more cars back in that area to my left. Yeah, don't know. But I just thought, look, may as well drive along here, have a look, see what else we can see while we're here. If I get told off, I'll just turn around and go back. But there's all these old concrete fencing here that's very typical of Eastern Europe and old communist bloc countries. Turbo plants. Oh, I wonder if these are the actual turbine buildings down here, because it just says in Lithuanian something like, probably translates as turbine, but don't know. And somewhere further down here, it's probably heading in this direction, is the big lake, where it obviously took all its water from. And the lake is strange because part of Belarusian border actually goes across the sort of the eastern side of the lake. And as you can see, there's just nothing around. There's nobody around. There's no cars. There's a car parked off there on the left. I don't know what that is, whether it's security or... I've got no idea. It was security, actually. Looked like a police car, so look, I think I'm going to turn around here because there's nothing down this way. It's really windy today. A lot of wind around, so very, 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 very strange. Some really big old, looks like really big old cranes up there on the left, but I'm not actually sure what they are, and I don't know what's down here. Yeah, it's not police. I just had a good look at the car, pretending to look left and right as I'm checking. Had a good look at the car. It's not police. I think it's definitely private security. So they're still keeping an eye on the place. So like I said, I don't know the extent of what's been pulled apart or not pulled apart or extracted from the plant. What's left in there. I'd say any fissile material has been taken away long ago. But yeah, you can do tours through there, like I was saying earlier. And security guard hasn't driven out, hasn't even come to check me out, even though I stopped right near him and looked left and right, and probably used to getting visitors down here now, although there's not that many. because I would also assume there's still a stigma attached with the place. You know, probably a lot of people probably still think that it's, you know, you're just not allowed to come down here. Alright, so I've been that way. I'm just going to duck across the road quickly and go this way, straight ahead. Like I said, I've come all this way. I may as well do a full explore. So there's a giveaway sign there, but somehow I don't think I need to give way to any traffic today because there's just fucking no traffic around. So yeah, like I said, I'm exploring blind here. I've got no idea what we find around here, what's around here, how far I can go or can't go. This actually looks like a train station. There's another road down there to a guard station. Oh, this looks like an old fire station. Yeah, it is. Look at this. I'm just driving in so you can have a view. But remember in the Chernobyl mini-series, obviously the plant had its own fire station, so you can see the bays here, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, this looks like their old fire station. Not running anymore. Interesting. Am I allowed down here? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Should I? Should I keep going? It says stop, but I'm assuming that's why. Like, is this a restricted area? Is it not a restricted area? Are we allowed down here? I got no idea. Photography prohibited. So, all right. Look, I'm not going to go in there because I don't know what it is. It's got a lot of security fencing and things like that in there, and some extra, you know, it's got cameras mounted still. It's open. I mean, that's a sliding gate, so that would normally be shut, I'm assuming, and you'd have to have permission to go in there. But it does say no photography, but I don't know if that's old. Be pretty shit house if I went in there and the fucking gate's shut and then you can't get out. So look, I'm not going to go in there, and it says it actually did have a no photography sign, so I will respect that, whether it's old or new. Like I said, I've been to see the plant. That was my main goal. I'd love to go down that road, but yeah, I don't know what the boundaries are here. Like I said, I don't want to get into shit. And down there, there's a security hut with a series of barriers. Down to my left, that's still active. That one I definitely, yeah, there's actually guards down there at that gate. So that might be the main entrance, actually, where people drive in still, rather than go through that admin building. I don't know. Alright, so hope you enjoyed the little tour to the site itself. I'll give way just in case, but yeah, I don't think I've got any traffic problems today. Alright, so now let's go to Visaginas, or Visaginas, yeah, or Visaginas. I think it's Guinness, Visaginas. So let me go and have a look there at the township itself and see what that's like. So that's where we're headed now. Hopefully this battery lasts until then. 28%, it should do. Plenty of recording time left. Just going to see if that's a little smudge on the camera lens. I think it is. Sorry guys, I just had to clean that off. And I nearly went off the road as a result. was a reflection. So back onto this main road, there was a security car sitting off to the left here. Maybe it's the same car that was there. Yeah, yep. That car that was off to the left there is not there, so that's probably the one that was now moved down the road and was propped and hiding. So it's probably just one car actually now. One security vehicle that's just moving around, stopping different areas, keeping an eye on the place. But that was really cool. Enjoyed going to see that. So I don't think I need Google Maps to get from here to Visaginas. I saw there's two signs up here. There's one first, there's one later, but they both turn offs to Visaginas. So I'll go and have a look. Spend maybe half an hour having a look around the place, just so I can say I've been to the town where the HBO Mini-Series was filmed. I'm just wondering, should I put my Google Maps on, because I'm pretty sure it took another secondary turn. If I remember rightly, had to turn right, but that was off another tar road, and I haven't got to another tar road yet. I think it's a bit further down, so yeah. There was a road that went straight ahead. One kept going right and I turned right. One kept going left and I turned right. Okay, so that's this coming up here. So I'm pretty sure I turn left up here and then go about a kilometre and then turn right. My memory is correct. Oh, Visaginas 2 kilometers directly ahead. Huh. Okay, so I can continue straight.